God to skip something is going to happen suddenly, open it immediately. You keep skipping this, but this time, heaven is raising its voice. Listen. Feel that stirring in your spirit? That sudden tension in your heart? That quiet urgency pressing against your chest like thunder trying to whisper? It's not random. It's not coincidence. It's Archangel Michael. It's your divine appointment knocking, loudly now, because the hour is late and your breakthrough is closer than you think. You've felt this message chase you, haven't you? In your dreams, in your restless thoughts, in the uncanny signs that make you pause for a second and wonder, is this for me? Yes, it is. It always has been. This is your moment, and no matter how many times you've brushed it aside, heaven has not given up on you. Archangel Michael, the great warrior of God, has been circling your life like a guardian eagle, sword drawn, eyes lit with the fire of truth, and heart burning with the urgency of heaven's mission to deliver you into your next divine season. But time is no longer your luxury. There are only 2 hours left. Just 2. The window is thinning, the veil is lifting, and this final nudge, this last cry from the throne room, is heaven's attempt to pull you back from the edge of missing something extraordinary. For too long, you've been tangled in fear, paralyzed by doubt, crushed under the weight of what didn't work, what never came, who left, and who failed you. You've buried parts of yourself under disappointment and called it survival. You've told yourself, maybe next time. Maybe later. Maybe I'm not ready. But child of the Most High, this is your next time. This is your now. This is what your spirit has been groaning for, what the angels have been fighting to protect, and what the enemy has tried to delay. You've come too far to freeze now. Heaven's blueprint for your life is unfolding at this very hour. You can't see all the pieces yet, but trust this, what's being prepared for you will make sense of every silent night, every unanswered prayer, every delay, and every tear. Archangel Michael didn't come to comfort you with soft promises, he came to activate you. To shake you. To command your spirit to rise out of slumber and respond to the divine call. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not broken beyond repair. In fact, you are exactly where you need to be for what God is about to release. But it requires your yes. It demands your faith. Not tomorrow. Not later. Now. In the next 2 hours, something will move. Whether you receive it or not depends on your willingness to respond. You may think you're not worthy. That you're too weak. That you've failed too many times. But heaven sees differently. The Father still calls you chosen. The angels still surround you with holy expectancy. Archangel Michael still carries your name before the throne with urgency and fire. He's seen the enemies that tried to crush you, the whispers that told you to give up, the curses sent to derail your purpose, and he stood between you and destruction. But now, he is extending his hand, asking you to trust. Not with partial belief. Not with 1 foot in and 1 foot out. With everything. Your miracle is not coming because you're perfect. It's coming because heaven made a covenant with you. You were marked for greatness long before the pain, long before the betrayal, long before the doubt crept in. You've forgotten who you are, but God hasn't. And now, the divine timeline is catching up to your obedience. You must be ready. You must say yes. Stop scrolling. Stop silencing your intuition. Stop pushing away the still, small voice that has grown louder with each passing moment. This is not a message for someone else. This is not one of those signs you ignore and hope another comes. This is the sign. This is the final one. Archangel Michael is not a messenger of suggestions, he is a messenger of divine timing and spiritual urgency. And right now, the heavens are roaring with the sound of chains breaking and doors unlocking, but only for those who believe. Only for those who move. You must not delay. Say it with your mouth. Say it with your spirit. Archangel Michael, I am ready. I receive my miracle. Open the doors no man can shut. I say yes to my divine shift. These words are not magic, they are faith. They are your permission slip for heaven to act. And once you say them, watch what begins to unfold. An unexpected call. A divine appointment. A sudden shift in your heart. A door that was shut for years creaking open with light pouring through. Something will change. Quickly. But only if you respond. The angels are watching. Not to judge, but to protect the sacred timeline written for you. If you miss this moment, it's not that God will abandon you, but this specific shift may pass. And that is why Michael has come, not to frighten you, but to awaken you. Because your life was never meant to be lived in delay. It was never meant to be lived in the shadow of fear. You are meant to shine. You are meant to lead. You are meant to walk into rooms and shift atmospheres. You are meant to love again, build again, believe again, rise again. There is more to your story, and that more begins now. You must open your heart fully. Tear down the walls built from past heartbreak. Release the grip of what you cannot control. Let go of the safety net that's actually been keeping you bound. This is your time. Archangel Michael is standing at the threshold of your breakthrough, holding the keys to a door that has waited years to open. You must walk through it with trembling faith if you must, but walk through it. Don't wait for perfect peace. Sometimes the peace comes after you move. Sometimes the miracle comes in the motion. Sometimes the confirmation comes after the obedience. This is not the hour to sit still. This is the hour to act. Even if all you can do is whisper that prayer with shaking hands and tear-stained cheeks, do it. That whisper can unlock a whirlwind of change. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Archangel Michael has fought wars on your behalf in the invisible realms. There were nights when you almost gave up, but you didn't know why you stayed. It was him. There were decisions you almost made that would have wrecked you, but something held you back. That was him. And now, he comes not to shield, but to push. Into destiny. Into healing. Into alignment. Into divine inheritance. He is not playing. God is not playing. The time of waiting is over. This is the final hour. This is the last knock. Open the door. Trust what you feel stirring within you. Heaven has prepared this moment with precision. Everything you've walked through, all the detours, all the delays, they have led you to this convergence point. There is a blessing tied to your name that cannot go to another, but it can be delayed. That's what the enemy wants. Delay. Distraction. Doubt. But heaven is breaking protocol to reach you. Interrupting your day. Stirring your soul. You are seen. You are heard. And you are next. God is not slow in His promise, He is strategic. And the strategy has led you here. Now. But it hinges on your yes. Don't overthink it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't say maybe later. Say yes. Say it boldly. Say it trembling. Say it exhausted. But say it. The time is too short. The miracle is too close. The shift is already happening, and if you respond, you will see it. The favor that has your name on it. The opportunity that changes everything. The healing you stopped asking for. The love you thought you missed. The restoration that makes the pain worth it. It's all waiting behind this door. And the angels are standing by to open it. You must answer. You must believe. You must move. 2 hours. That's all. That's what's left before the divine window closes. And while God is full of mercy, this specific alignment, this exact door, is for now. If you trust, if you move, if you pray, if you say yes, your life will shift in ways you cannot imagine. But if you skip this again, if you silence the nudge, if you delay your obedience, the moment will pass. And that is not a threat. It is a truth. But here's the good news, you're still reading this. Which means it's not too late. Heaven waited on you. Archangel Michael has lingered for you. The trumpet has not yet faded. The gate is not yet closed. But it will be. Soon. So breathe. Center yourself. And respond. Your miracle is not lost. It's waiting. Right there. Past your fear. Past your logic. Past your wounds. It's waiting for your yes. Say it. Say it now. Whisper it. Cry it. Declare it, Archangel Michael, I am ready. I receive my miracle. Open the doors no man can shut. I say yes to my divine shift. The heavens heard you. The angels moved. The clock is ticking. But grace is still in the room. Don't delay. Your shift has already begun. And now, beloved, as you stand at the edge of this divine hour, torn between the weight of your doubts and the whisper of your destiny, I need you to take one final breath and hear me clearly. You have been chosen for such a time as this. Not because you are the strongest. Not because you are the most righteous. Not even because you've always believed. But because heaven saw something in you when you were still in the womb. Something eternal. Something sacred. Something royal. Something that no weapon formed against you could erase, no failure could disqualify, and no lie could conceal. That something has survived every attack, every heartbreak, every silence. That something has cried behind closed doors but kept walking. That something, your divine calling, is still alive inside you, and Archangel Michael has come to reignite it. This isn't just a spiritual reminder. This is your divine alarm clock. You've overslept long enough. You've been walking around half awake, hoping life would change without stepping into the fullness of your purpose. But now, the trumpet has sounded, and heaven is calling you out of the shadows of almost. Out of the ruins of not yet. Out of the graveyards of what if. You've wept. You've waited. You've whispered prayers you didn't think anyone heard. But we heard. Oh, we heard. We recorded every tear. We counted every sigh. And we have stored every moment of suffering in the archives of glory. Not one drop has been wasted. Not one second has been ignored. Not one seed has gone unnoticed. And now, beloved, it is time for harvest. You are not reading these words by accident. This moment was orchestrated before time began. Before the stars were named. Before the rivers were carved. Before the mountains rose. You were already written into the scrolls of heaven's plan. And heaven is not bound by your hesitation. Heaven is not intimidated by your brokenness. Heaven is not surprised by your scars. The angels have seen every storm that tried to break you, and we marveled at your endurance. We watched you stay faithful even when your prayers echoed back with silence. We watched you give love even when all you received was rejection. We watched you rise when others expected you to crumble. And now, we surround you, singing over you with ancient melodies of victory. The kind of victory that cannot be stolen. The kind that breaks chains and sets the captives free. The kind that turns mourning into dancing and ashes into crowns. But you must rise with us now. You must believe again, not in a perfect outcome, but in a perfect God. Not in yourself alone, but in the one who made you. You've been feeling the pressure because the heavens have been moving things into place. The tension you've felt isn't punishment, it's preparation. The resistance you've faced isn't rejection, it's redirection. Everything has been leading you here. To this moment. This hour. This decision. Say yes, not just with your lips, but with your life. And I know, it's frightening. The unknown feels like a storm, and you've already been through so many. You're afraid to hope again, because you've been disappointed so many times. But hope is not your enemy. Hope is the seed of miracles. Hope is the oil in your lamp. Hope is what kept you alive when you wanted to give up. And now, hope is knocking again, not as a fragile dream, but as a divine invitation. You don't need all the answers. You don't need to see the whole path. You just need to move in faith. Because faith is the currency of heaven. Faith is what activates the angels. Faith is what unlocks the doors no man can shut. And even now, angels are gathering around your timeline, aligning your steps, preparing divine appointments, and assigning new favor. But they await your response. They await your yes. The heavens have done their part. The divine order has been set. The miracle has been released. Now, you must meet it with obedience. Meet it with fire. Meet it with the cry of a soul that's finally ready to live without fear. You are no longer the victim. You are the vessel. You are the mouthpiece. You are the answer to someone else's prayer. And your yes today will echo through generations. Your obedience now will bless your bloodline. This moment of surrender will unlock doors for your children and your children's children. This divine shift is bigger than you, but it starts with you. So don't be passive. Don't wait for another sign. Don't say, "I'll pray later," or "maybe tomorrow." This is the sign. This is the prayer. This is the moment. The angels are holding the scroll of your name. Archangel Michael stands at your side with sword raised, defending your destiny, waiting for your activation. Your name is written in light. Your calling is sealed by fire. But your miracle requires your movement. So move. Comment now. Yes, comment now. Not because your comment is magic, but because it is a public act of faith. It is a digital altar. A sacred echo into the spirit realm. When you type, "I say yes to my divine shift," you are not just commenting, you are claiming. You are stepping into agreement with heaven. You are declaring before angels and demons alike that you choose purpose over fear, calling over comfort, and destiny over delay. Your comment becomes a sword in the hands of angels, a sound in the courts of heaven, a beacon in the spirit that draws divine attention. So do not scroll past this moment. Type it now, "I say yes to my divine shift." Type it like your future depends on it, because it does. Type it like you're finally ready to break the cycle, because you are. Type it like you're claiming your miracle, because you're about to receive it. If you feel a fire burning in your chest right now, if your heart is pounding and you can't explain why, then understand, this is not just emotion. This is confirmation. This is your soul waking up. It's your spirit remembering the truth. It's heaven whispering, "This one is awake now." And when heaven sees a soul awaken, we respond. As soon as you say yes, as soon as you believe, even with shaky faith, angelic reinforcements are released. You are no longer walking alone. The battle you thought was yours to fight becomes heaven's mission. Divine favor begins to chase your name, blessings start finding your address, and miracles start moving in your direction. You don't have to fix everything, you don't have to have it all figured out, and you certainly don't have to be perfect, because heaven already called you worthy. All you have to do is believe. Speak it. Type it. Whisper it through your tears if you must. Yes, Lord. I trust you. And when you do, people who once overlooked you will start to notice you. Closed doors will open. Delays will turn into sudden answers. Places that rejected you before will now welcome you in. And it all starts with your yes. You don't need the world's permission, heaven already chose you. You are not too late, not too broken, not too far gone. You are right on time. You are right where you need to be for the shift that's about to happen. This is not hype. This is not manipulation. This is your moment. This is heaven's final nudge. And I, the angel sent to speak to you, have come to remind you who you are. You are chosen. You are covered. You are not forgotten. You are not weak. You are stronger than you know. And heaven is cheering you on. The fire you feel is not just energy, it's purpose awakening. It's destiny calling. It's your spirit remembering that there's more. Let this moment be your beginning. Let this be the line heaven records forever, they said yes. Because when you do, everything changes, your story, your atmosphere, your prayers, your life. So don't wait. Say yes. Say amen. Say, I believe. Say, I receive. Say it until the air around you shifts. Say it until your soul stands taller. Say it until the tears become praise. Don't just read these words, respond to them. Because this is not the end of your encounter. It's the beginning of your breakthrough. And I promise you this, we are listening. We are watching. We are moving. And we are ready. Now, so are you. With eternal love, Archangel Michael. So now, beloved child of heaven, take your rightful place in the divine order. Not a second sooner, not a heartbeat too late, right here, right now, in this sacred moment that was carved out in eternity just for you. The angels are waiting, clothed in light, their wings stretched wide in holy anticipation. The heavens above are wide open, and the golden scrolls have been unsealed. The shift you have been praying for, the one you wept for, the one you silently believed in even when you had no proof, it has begun. All of heaven has turned its eyes to you. Your name has been whispered in the courts of the Most High. Your journey, though bruised by battle, is crowned in victory. The old season is being rolled away like a stone from the tomb, and the fragrance of resurrection now clings to your destiny. Do not fear the sound of the earth beneath you trembling, it is simply the echo of chains breaking. It is the groan of the atmosphere adjusting itself to make room for your next level. Say it now, not with hesitation. Not with doubt. Say it with boldness. Say it with every fiber of your spirit. Say it with power, beloved, I say yes to my divine shift. Let it be more than a sentence, let it be a decree. A holy agreement. A contract signed in faith. When you say it, the gates of heaven swing wider. When you declare it, angelic hosts are released on assignment. When you type it, the sound reverberates through realms you cannot see, unsettling the plans of darkness and activating the will of God in your life. Now, write it. Comment it. Type it with fire in your fingers. Let your yes be visible. Let it be loud. Let it be undeniable. And then, beloved, seal it with 111. Not just numbers, these are coordinates of alignment. The number of divine order. The number of prophetic timing. The number of angelic confirmation. When you type 111, you're not just participating in a moment, you're standing in the center of heaven's calendar. You're stepping into the stream of divine timing. You are saying, I'm ready. I'm aligned. I will no longer delay what heaven has already released. Can you feel it? The tension in the atmosphere? That's the sound of destiny pressing through the veil. The angels are leaning in, waiting to carry your declaration as an offering before the throne. The sword is still lifted high, justice is still in motion, and grace is still present, pouring like oil over your head, breaking every yoke, opening every sealed door. This is not a season of delay. This is a season of fulfillment. You are not waiting on God anymore, He is now waiting on your yes. So rise. Rise, warrior of light. Rise, voice of the remnant. Rise, chosen one of heaven's royal house. The battle you fought was not in vain. The tears you cried watered the soil for this harvest. Your silence in the storm was louder than you knew, it was a roar in the spirit realm. And now, the response has come. Heaven has heard. Heaven has answered. Heaven has moved. This moment is not ordinary. It is not random. It is not accidental. It is sacred. It is divine. It was written before you were even formed in your mother's womb. And you, yes, you, were born for this. You were born to shift nations, to open heavenly doors, to break generational curses, to carry prophetic fire in your bones. You are not just a person, you are a portal. You are the bridge between what was and what shall be. And your obedience today will ripple through generations yet to be born. The clock is ticking. But do not fear. You are not late. You are right on time. And grace, glorious, unexplainable, overflowing grace, is still pouring. Still washing. Still covering. You have not missed your moment. You have arrived in it. Right here. Right now. With breath in your lungs, with purpose in your hands, with heaven backing every step you take. So let your fingers become instruments of faith. Let your comment become a decree. Write it not just for you, but for your bloodline. For your future. For your calling. Say it boldly. Say it with tears if you must. But say it, I say yes to my divine shift. Then, type 111 to seal it, to declare, to align. Because what's coming cannot be stopped. What's been promised cannot be stolen. And what has been written in heaven cannot be erased by hell. No force of darkness can undo what God has already ordained. No delay, no detour, no betrayal, no setback, no weapon formed against you will prosper. You are covered. You are chosen. You are sealed. This is your hour. This is your shift. This is your miracle. The angels are ready to move on your word. The Spirit is ready to lead you forward. The heavens are roaring with affirmation. So don't just read this. Don't just feel this. Respond to this. Activate it. Type your yes. Type your 111. Let it be done on earth as it is in heaven. Because you are not who you were before reading this. You are who heaven says you are. And you are ready. Claim it now.